Yo, yo,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. How we feeling?
man, we back again. What's that word?
Oh
What's
Yo,
going
man,
yo.
on?
Man,
it's
I
been
feel
a
like, hey, yo, I feel like these weeks be getting like longer in between now. Like, it feel like I
mm.
ain't talked to y'all in a minute. It be feeling like that to y'all? Feel like it's been a little minute.
Yeah, kinda. But
Con.
somehow the weeks still seem to fly by.
Man, you're not lying about that. You're not lying about that. What's going on? How we feeling though?
The time
Good.
change got me, brother.
Time
Mm.
change?
Man, got my eating off my throat. I'm gonna be on cam in a sec though, fellas. I'm pulling up back to the crib.
Nah, you good. You good. How everybody else doing? How we doing?
Good. Wild week, man. I got a jury summons probably like maybe 1 or 2 weeks ago. Probably the fourth time I've gotten one since I've been here. But my group has never been called, right? So y'all might not know how it goes, but you got to call like the evening of the night before the actual date. So call and they break it down by groups. So my group actually ended up having to report. So we're sitting at the courthouse, and I actually get called down to a courthouse, like 50 other people there. So at that point, you're basically in jury selection. And so they're just kind of asking a lot of general questions, and um, I'm kind of seeing the breakdown of kind of how this is going to go. So there's a fair amount of people in there with like you know legal backgrounds, medical backgrounds, um, and so the defense and the prosecution, they're kind of weeding those people out, and then there's people who have prior engagements or whatever the case may be. So weed those people out, and I actually got selected to sit on this
Mm,
case. And,
okay.
and so the case itself was a medical malpractice case. It ended today. And so the case was for a woman who had been struggling with her weight, and she went through, I guess she had exhausted every other means of trying to lose weight, and had a surgery in 2004. Um, didn't go well, so she got referred to another doctor who does what's called a bariatric surgery. So this woman she was labeled as morbidly obese. And so the medical term or the medical criteria for being morbidly obese is if you have a body mass index of 40% or higher, which she had. So she was like, I think they said she was maybe 250 pounds and was like 5'5". So
Gee.
yeah, yeah. So gets the surgery done, and in the midst of the surgery, the surgeon cuts what's called a splenic vein, and when he cuts it, she's bleeding crazy. So the only way to stop the bleeding was for the surgeon to remove her spleen.
Wow.
So stop the bleeding, remove the spleen. And so the decision is, do I keep going with the actual surgery that she's here for, or do I stop here? And he ultimately made the decision, not solely. So he had to consult with a group of anesthesiologists who are paying attention in real time to her vital signs, et cetera. And so they made the decision to keep going. And she basically came back and sued despite losing the weight, but the prosecution's argument was that the length of the surgery put a bunch of undue stress on her body. So after the surgery was complete, she ended up being in the hospital for like 80 days.
Mm.
Had developed a bunch of ailments and this, that, and the third. So really the question was, should the doctor have proceeded with the case with the surgery, given that she had her spleen removed?
Hmm.
And so it was just a lot. So I mean, ultimately, the jury decided that there was no negligence because if there had been, I think the decision was if the anesthesiologist would have said, you know what, we don't think it's safe for you to proceed, and had he under those circumstances decided to proceed anyway, that would have been him acting negligent. But given that he didn't make this decision completely on his own, the jury decided that that he that him proceeding wasn't negligent.
Got you.
But it was a
Got you.
yeah, it was a wild experience.
And this was today?
Yeah, it ended today.
Wow,
But
that's crazy.
I've been in court all day since Monday.
Oh man, so you've been in court every day this week.
Yeah, so yeah.
That's crazy. I mean, I feel like that situation is kind of it's like a one-off. And the reason I say that is because there are a lot of people that um have negligence with their doctors
For
and
sure.
negligence just in the hospital situation, period. But at the same time, too, and I know they talk about this on Blackout too, like taking responsibility for your part that you play in
For
certain
sure.
situations. And I'm just thinking about myself and how my family would get down. This is me personally. If I was complaining about, my situation, the number one thing my family would just say, you got to get yourself out of your situation.
Yeah,
You gotta go to the gym. You gotta go figure that out.
exactly.
Once you do that, and then if things are still not progressing, then
Yeah,
let's go to this route. That's just
exactly.
how I think that's just how I've been wired. And I feel like I think that's the cheat code, bro.
It is. It is. And that was truthfully one of my takeaways. It's funny to hear you say that, but I was like, you know what? One of the lessons for me is do not ever take your health for granted.
Mm.
And as much as you can, stay in that gym,
Stay in the gym.
you know,
Even if you don't
because
stay in the gym, my mom, she said her doctor was telling her, just her regular checkups just to make sure her body is healthy.
yeah.
Just go
Hmm.
on walks.
Exactly, for
The doctor
sure.
was saying you walking, get your heart rate up, where that gives your body that releases that those chemicals that can
Yep.
help your body while you get
Hmm.
older and
For
older and older.
sure.
So something simple as that, walking.
No doubt.
Um, and then if you work out, that's
Yeah,
double,
no doubt.
double the health.
For
So
sure.
yeah, man, that's a crazy situation, man.
Yeah, it was
That's,
wild.
that's that's crazy. You had to go through that. But what's up? What's up with this market, man? What's going on? How we feeling? How we
I
feeling?
mean,
How everybody feeling?
another
We
bloody
been here
Thursday.
before.
Yo, for
That's
Nah,
how we
sure.
facts.
feel.
It just
Yeah,
need to
Nah,
We
drop
facts.
and get it over with.
right.
Facts. Facts.
drop,
Facts.
It
get
just
it
need to
over
get it
with so
over
we can
with.
get in. Ho ass nigga, come on, quit playing.
Exactly.
We ain't gonna
I'm
get
getting
caught with the
tired of
okey
waiting.
doke.
You
I'm
not
getting
lying.
impatient.
You not lying. KBS said something earlier. How long we been sitting on our hands and not forcing a play?
Bro, dang near since like 2 weeks, bro, since
Yep.
February.
About
Hmm.
2 weeks. And this is the part that I hate for new investors when they're like, bro, why ain't we made a play yet? Let's buy a put, let's buy a call. And then you go see Trapping Tuesdays when Trap say we bought puts
Right.
and we
Got
lost on the
cooked.
puts. We been in calls and the calls is going down. So it lets you know, like when they called me earlier this week, bro, Nate, what's the rhythm? Like, bro, you the expert, bro. What play do I put in? I'm just like, bro, sometimes the best play is no play at all. Sometimes the best play is no play at all. Just chill and wait.
Hmm.
You
Still
know,
wait for the best shot. If you see it's going down, just wait till it finish.
just wait
Why
till it
why
finishes.
we forcing stuff? We gonna get our feelings hurt.
We're gonna get our
Right.
feelings hurt. We're gonna get in and then we're gonna be like, bro, it's going even lower. Like I know we seen with I think KB had pointed out on Trapping Tuesdays, he's seen that Trapping them put in a whole bunch of new plays. Um and Tuesday, and then it's Thursday, the market down 110 points. So just alone by that, we know everybody's trying to figure it out. Nobody got the one answer, but I do know, just been playing this game for a minute, cash is a position.
for sure.
Cash is a position. Just be patient, bro. Let this stuff play out, bro. We're gonna ride the wave back up. Yes, I know they saying that the banks, we're gonna talk about that here in a second. The banks, the private credit, um, the war, Iran, um, they're not allowing people to withdraw money from certain bank accounts or certain investments with BlackRock and certain big firms, bro. All of this stuff really starts coming out during February and March. Ain't that crazy? I think Ian has said it too. Like every year the market's gonna dip around the same time, but the reasoning is gonna be different every single year.
Yeah.
The reasoning is gonna be different every single year. Feel me? So I'm about to pull up these charts. Before we go to these charts, what's up with this real estate, man? I need my real estate guys. I need y'all to talk to me, man. What's up with this? I know y'all seen I put that in the chat earlier. Major housing bill passes the Senate. And this bill is restricting or banning large investors from buying single family homes. This is including institutional real estate, private equity home buying, housing supply dynamics, and all of your big dogs that have been buying up all of the single family homes and putting it in their accounts. What does this mean and what is this going to do for the real estate market?
I mean, it's funny. Trump said he was going to do this. He said he was going to do it. Um, yeah, I mean, I think in markets like here, where it's super investor heavy on the institutional side, I mean, I think it gives some, I think it gives more, I think it gives more everyday individual investors a chance to get in for sure. Because I think at one point, I want to say maybe a third of the houses owned by investors were institutions, which is well above the national average.
Okay.
Um,
Okay. So do you
Especially in Indianapolis, it was like basically like they near half, bro. That was
mm,
inside of Indianapolis, they near like like 80, 70, 80% of investors here own are from out of state. And they're bigger and like 40% of them are um or 25% of them are institutional. Something like that.
mm,
They got a crazy stat. And basically, we were just talking about this on our call because we had our practice. Um, that these markets, like when I was in my development class, hella properties hit the market. As soon as that shit got announced, hella properties start hitting the market
wow, really?
out of nowhere. So you have to think about their strategy as a big institutional investor. So if they lose 10 on this deal and they make 30 on the next one, they're buying houses at value, right? So it's creating them it's a power struggle right now because they're going to offload all of their dead inventory that is going to lose them because they got clients. Imagine all this. They got clients asking for money, right? So they have assets that are held long term. They have to get rid of the fast cash flip assets in order to pay the people right now. And in the long term, this is going to create a thing because if they aren't able to keep buying cash producing things, then their stuff is going to go down.
Mm. So what does this say about the future for real estate? Does this give that the family, that American dream, does this give them that goal of potentially going to get a home? Because remember, oh, it was like about a couple months ago we talked about. They said the American dream is dead. They said the whole um, going to get a home and affording it is over with. Does this give them that opportunity now, where it's like, yo,
Yes.
we could
Yes,
potentially get a home now because they not about to be buying up everything. And that means if there's more supply, we know how that works, prices come down. When there's not enough supply, prices go up. So if it's more supply, more for us to take advantage of, does that mean that we can kind of get our hands on more real estate than the big dogs? What does that
it
mean?
does.
100%. 100%. I think we need to tap into a variety of the finance strategies that banks have been doing, capital deployers have been doing, right? Everything that is happening, right? A lot of the strategies that we look at, like buying a single family home or buying like a two family, those strategies, yeah, those can be played out, but it's all about defining your structure in the beginning. Because if you're able to define your structure in the beginning and you have like a credible plan, then you'll be able to get the ability to borrow as much money you need, right, to finance whatever commercial project that you're looking to acquire or real estate investment that you're looking to acquire, and having the right relationships as we talked about prior call, right? Relationships, house hacking, and having your financial structure in order gives you the ability to not just be able to borrow a duplex or a quadplex, but you'll be able to get we're able to get commercial properties. And I had a discussion with a lender today where he gives off a financial strategy where you can get a commercial loan by just showing a 640 credit score and also showing that the property could pay for itself,
Yep,
right?
DSCR.
The DSCR, exactly. So when you're able to
Mm.
utilize methods like that, you're able to borrow 80% LTV of 1 million, $2 million, right? Being able to now accumulate wealth at an accelerated rate, which puts you in a better position. So where strategies typically only end for people who are
Percentile?
in the 95 percentile, exactly. But when you're thinking like a 5 percenter and you're utilizing the strategies, we have all of the technology at our hands with AI, right? So now our questions got to get better, our structure has to get better, and then our relationships have to get better too. Because there's never as far as traditional strategies, there's always a strategy to get you to what you're looking to, acquire. So that's my take on that.
No, that's fire. That's fire. So that means, um, man, this is gonna be more of an opportunity. My question is, how long will this opportunity last? Because if we know how the wealthy move and we know how these rich folks move, they're always gonna keep finding a loophole to take advantage of the system. That's literally sometimes I think I was talking to one of my mentors one time. He said when it comes to the wealthy, they have people on their team just to find loopholes.
That's
Your
crazy.
job is to find loopholes after loopholes after loopholes. If that's in accounting, creative finance, if that's in real estate, I mean, if that's in taxes, I don't want to pay taxes ever again. Whenever a new bill comes out, your job is to find a loophole after a loophole after a loophole. So when they say big investors are now potentially blocked from buying these single family homes, they probably hear, yo, I gotta make sure my guy finds a way for us to still purchase these homes, but through a different account or do a different name, something. We got to figure out how to still take
Yeah,
advantage of
he
this
said
market.
we got to figure out
We got,
something.
and that's what happens when you got money and power, bro. You can consistently keep innovating yourself to stay in the lead, bro. You think when Robert Smith or Trump heard that, they like, oh no, that can't. No, they probably thought, okay, we still gonna take advantage of this, but we gonna do it
Let
in a
me tell
different
you how
way.
they stopped that.
How
Nope,
did how did
nope,
they
they
stop that?
can't. Bro, they just stopped that. So they just came out, bro, and it kind of messed me up. Not messed me up, but it's gonna mess up the like the fast paced market. Did y'all hear about that fin stuff that's came out? Any of the realtors in the group? Have
Nah,
y'all got that
explain to me.
trending that came that basically says that, right? Like, you know how wholesalers get a last minute buyer or somebody cancel and they have somebody else step in and buy it? Well, you now have to have the title company has to verify the entity, verify everybody on the entity before they can close on the property now. So at first you didn't have to, they wouldn't see who's on the entity. So wholesaling and like major cash deals and stuff like that, they about to verify where them funds come from. So you know
Mm,
that sneaky, whatever the case that was gonna be, it's out the window.
man, see,
Yeah.
I didn't know that. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's called Fin. Let me look at it in my email. Go ahead, though. I'm gonna find it
Uh,
right there.
just to piggyback off of what you asked as far as what do you see us at, I think we're in a position where we need to acquire as much money as we can and then park it in the vehicles where our assets and our cash is appreciating, because now that we're in the day and age of AI, everybody has everybody has a position and everybody has AI at their hands, right? So the higher powers, right, they want to bridge the gap between the wealth and the impoverished, right? So they're going to come out with these different laws, different regulations, even with wholesaling, right? You don't need money to make money, right? So they're gonna, reword everything, change the system around so they can make it tougher to make money. So just about literally starting to think how they think, starting to think eons ahead. Like, what is the next thing that I can park my money into that's going to appreciate? What does my asset portfolio look like? Right? What? How's my money compounding overnight? Where's my cash flow coming in? So
Wow.
just starting to piggyback and copy what they do and not listening to what they do or what they say. Excuse me.
I
This
got
is
a question for the real estate guys.
yeah.
How far do you think we are from basically complete AI property
Oh,
management workflows?
Say that again. I
bro.
couldn't hear you.
Yeah, that's
AI
very.
property management workflows, like meaning not needing a property manager, letting the AI be that middleman. How close do you think we are from that?
Oh, very close, bro. We were just
Yeah.
talking about that the other day when I was in this AI for real estate class. Um, a lady were talking about that. She had came in and she was like, "I'm a property manager." So they are getting to the point where it is becoming automated. You can have an agent because essentially an agent can do everything. They collect the rents, they can manage the maintenance requests, send out emails, send out texts. So pretty soon it's not going to be needed. Um, and that's going to decrease and create a lot of, it's going to create more income for the investor, but it's going to decrease it because people who are using property managers are going to figure out that we don't need them as much no more because people have access to Zillow to
Mm,
look at a rental and apply for a rental. They have all different type of ways. So and also with rent ready, like the app, like the application that most property managers use, um, they send um they send the ones that are property man, you can actually send applications to tenant, and you can also you can do everything inside the app, but there's a major component to it that is very well needed. Dang, why am I spacing? Create leases, applications, collect the money, and also send out the maintenance requests all from there. So but also that document that I was talking about, that new law that just passed, is called FinCEN. FIN Sin. So all title companies have to do it. They gotta verify everybody whose name is on the LLC, what type of income, how did the money get there, where's the money come from. So there will be no more last
wow.
second deals.
Wow. That's insane. Cause that's probably how they've been doing it for the last what, 50,
Yeah,
100 years?
yeah, bro. They've
Because
been
I think I heard that they were saying that when there would be a deal that come up, and right before someone closes on the deal, there's some random bank account, a random LLC company attached to a parent company of another company that come in with a little bit more cash and is ready to close the deal like immediately. Is that true or am I mistaken?
no, you 100% right, bro. That's That's what we talking about. You're 100% right, and that's why it's about to be a big, like, game changer for all this stuff. Because, bro, think about it. If people ain't able to cheat the system no more, you can't launder money. Everything is going digital, So now they verifying where the money coming from.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And to piggyback off Jordan's question too, I remember Nate going live and discussing about doing favors when you get to a specific pivotal point as far as money, right? Doing favors for your multimillionaire friends or lending out money. So when we talk about AI, right? If you're a billionaire, right, and somebody wants to do you a favor and establish a relationship and you're in the real estate space and they have an investment property, but you're a billionaire, you don't have time to go and see the property. That's why I discussed holographic technology, like being able to show somebody a hologram of a property where they can just pull it up. It's screenless. They could just start flipping through the hologram and see, all right, this needs to be fixed. All right, I want to buy it right now. I'm gonna send over some Bitcoin to your wallet, and then I want to acquire the property, right? Because when we talk about digital and then we talk about the transition of AI, right? AI speeds up the acceleration of everything, right? So real estate is very slow,
Yeah.
and a lot of people want to close on a property right away, but they may not have the cash. They might be doing the different finance options. So when we talk about bringing Bitcoin into the wealth accumulation gap, and then we're talking about crypto too. I mean, excuse me, Bitcoin. We're talking about AI too. So AI and crypto are the two wealth building things that that everybody needs to acquire to the repetition to their to what they got going on if they want to be ahead of the game, right? So that's how where I look at real estate and AI.
That's fire. And you just said something that's very insightful. Then I'm about to get to these charts, so we can look at these charts and cut them up. You said something very insightful. You said hologram technology, where I didn't know that's what you meant last week. When you had said hologram, I'm like, okay, that's going to be good technology, but I'm thinking, how could it be used? And you just brought up a great scenario where if I'm in Dallas, Texas, and there's a property in Indiana. And I'm just thinking, why won't somebody just FaceTime me? They can FaceTime me and show me the property. But if I can pull up a hologram of the entire interior and exterior and go to the details to see what's wrong with the house, I can see from Dallas, Texas, if this is the house that I want to purchase just by the hologram setup. And it kind of reminded me of I was watching Avengers the other day when Tony Stark brought up a hologram of this the time machine. Y'all remember in Endgame, Avengers Endgame, when they were trying to figure out the time machine to go back to take Thanos out, and he pulled up the hologram just to see the little things that he might need to fix so they can accelerate and get the job done faster. And that's really what it sounds like, what you're saying, bro. Like if I can pull a hologram up of a whole house all the way in.
All the specs,
Yeah.
everything that go in it, that's gonna be a game changer. But, bro, you can honestly probably be the first one. 'Cause
Right.
I don't hear
Facts.
nobody talking about it.
Facts.
Yeah,
I ain't
and
heard
that's
nobody say
why
that.
I'm
Yeah.
actually looking for companies. I'm looking for borrowers who are looking to fund holographic technology. If they're looking to get capital deployed, I want to structure an agreement where I have equity inside of their inside of their business. So and it dawned on me too. And shout out to my brother because he is the one that told me as far as J.P. Morgan, who's working on this type of technology, right?
Mm.
And just from going from wired systems, wired to wireless, and now we're going to transition to screenless. So it's just about like how would things look in these different categories that we talk about: finance, real estate, right? So how would it look?
Even I ain't trying to cut you off, brother, but even human anatomy, bro. Like if I can pull a hologram up of your body, I can see through the hologram what's wrong with you. Like from
Ooh.
Malcolm's point earlier about
That's tough.
the lady that was a bigger lady. we could pull a hologram up of her entire body, and you can see by the hologram of how much excess fat that is on your body. We don't gotta do no blood work. We don't gotta do no measurements. I can pull a hologram up and I can see like you don't even see that there's cancer being caused underneath your left knee or your left thigh because we haven't detected it yet. But with the hologram, we can start seeing
Yeah.
these red or yellow colorway or pigmentation that's showing,
Mm-hmm.
yo, if we don't take care of this now, I can see this growing into something bigger in 10, 15 years. So that hologram technology, that sounds that sounds incredible, bro.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. We might as well look into it like deep, deep. Cause hey, it sounds like we just caught on to something.
Nah,
Cause
fact.
hey,
That's the
Kevin,
game
you just
changer.
yeah, that's a good and just even how Nate just brought it up as far as looking into health and medical. Like that'd be a game changer. Infrared buildings, like hologram of maybe even landscapes too.
Yes,
Right?
yes,
Seeing where the soil is underneath the ground and where
yes.
that the bad stuff is. Because if you can do that on a high level, I mean,
Mm,
there's so much stuff, bro. I guess, ooh, even gold mines, bro.
gold mines. Yeah. Gold
Literally what I
mines.
was thinking of, just being able to see where gold is at. It just it's crazy,
I
bro.
mean, I mean, shit, it's a dense thing that can be detected,
Yeah.
right? It's
But
some
I
metals,
think it would be preferably used for like Tevin said, a lot of and what Keith said, a lot of the real estate, human anatomy. But I think it'll be really good for a lot of this AI data center build out that Jensen's been trying to figure out.
Hmm.
Right? They talk about Indiana building data centers in this plane and this plane. If I pull up a hologram, I can see underneath this earth over here. Now, this ain't gonna be a good setup. Rather than going through the years of building on it, building on it, building on it. Then we look up, bro. We done built the land in the middle of Lebanon, Indiana. It ain't nothing out here. It
bro.
ain't nothing
What
crazy.
niggas is
Where
going crazy now out there? It wasn't nothing
Mm.
out there.
nothing out there. Now they got a whole
Huh?
gym facility. They got everything out there now. Now you just cut out probably 10, 15 years of expenses just by using this hologram technology that could solve you so many problems early, bro. That's fire. Let's keep that idea as one of the ecosystem one of the ecosystem in our back pocket. That's gonna be the one
Yeah,
that takes us over the top. That's crazy. I like that
that's
though.
billions,
We're gonna
billions
put
right
that in
there.
the vault. We're gonna put that in the vault. Hologram technology. I ain't heard nobody talk about
Yeah,
that, bro.
I borrow some ketchup. You let Sam borrow it.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, let's get to these charts. Let's look at these charts real
Hey,
quick.
let his friend borrow
Man,
it.
SPX. Look at where we have. Look at what we have. So I don't know if y'all seen my Instagram. I had did a good cut up
Yeah, I'm on it.
of SPX over the last 5 years. And I was trying to figure out, man, when typically does the market sell off? And I'm looking, see these dates down here. February 19th, we had a sell off. February 2021, we had a mini sell off. 2022, we had a deep sell off. 2023, 2024, 2025. And then we look at 2026, we're entering that sell off territory as we speak. So, man, this was amazing. If you didn't get to see the video, please go check it out. I posted on the Instagram. I'm looking at where we are now. I'm about to do the percentage of how far we down now.
What?
Let's see. Measurement, the top, and where we are now. We down about 5 to 6%. Yep. Yeah, can y'all see this? Let me see. Blow it up a little bit more.
Yep, I see it.
You see it? 5 to 6%. And all I'm doing is taking this ruler over here on the chart and I'm getting off the high, wherever the high is, and I'm dragging it down to how far we've touched down. And then it'll tell you inside of that box, 378 points down, negative 5.4%. And it's been since that top. Actually, let me see. That top is here. It'll show you the days too. Days, boom. Actually, my fault. Yep, it'll show you the days here. Yeah, let's go this one right there. And it'll show you, yeah, we done about 6%, 5 to 6%, and it's been 30 something days so far since then.
That ain't bad.
That's not bad. So this is the beginning of February. When we had that last kind of touch up there, well, where it closed up there. And then, we look here, bro. It's only been about 37 days, man. Only been about 37 days. So what I'm thinking, I think KB had a point. Look at where we are now, and look at the how things are lining up. Ian said real money doesn't come back in until what?
You say that third
Of
week?
March.
Third
Yep.
week of March. We're in the second week of March. KB had a price target around 6,500.
65,
He said
right?
that last week, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
KB said 6,500 last week when we was at 6,900, 6,800. He said, I don't want to be a bear, man, but
Bro, we should have put a put on that.
what's
Hey,
crazy is
preach.
what's crazy is when when KB said it, Keys, you remember you was like, bro, we should go put a put on it. You remember he said
Bro,
that?
Mm-hmm.
I'm for real. Because we've been seeing that spike up. We've been seeing that spike up. Like, here's the thing, what we gotta understand, bro. We just gotta execute and stop double thinking stuff.
Double
Like that's
thinking.
just right now. We just been playing the market safe as fuck. Like we ain't made no plays, we ain't did nothing. So we didn't have to force anything. So what does that tell us? All right, we already know kind of what we're doing and we're helping each other, right? We're bouncing off the information. So if we got a rhythm, like bro, we already know it's about to go here. Like for example, SanDisk. We missed the SanDisk. That mug was at 511. Nigga, we know it's gonna go back up to 600. We could have hit big on that. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? But it's just the execution, like being sure about it. Okay, it's gonna drop back down. Boom. As soon as it hit a certain number, we've been seeing it for the last 5 to 7 weeks. Been doing it between 700, 550, 700, 550, 700, 550. So I just think we just gotta believe in ourselves more and just execute. Like we knew it was going to 6,500. The chart and the technical people inside the group, y'all
Said it.
good at the technicals. We understand the fundamentals. We understand, from the fundamental people that are inside the group. We understand war. We go look at the history. We go look at, hey, what normally happens when we go to war. So we understand, hey, when oil goes up, that ain't good for nobody because people got to drive to work. They start spending less money. What does that do for the economy? Right?
And
So
planes, everybody getting on the planes,
plane flights.
manufacturers, everything.
Yeah, so
Everything. So yeah, Keys is right. Just got to be able to just be confident in that position. I think the reason why, um, and it's not just us, a lot of people are inconfident in some of those positions is because you're short in the market when they say 90% of the time it goes up. So I definitely agree. I definitely do think it do be that hesitation when it comes to getting into puts for a long period of time. Like even me personally, transparent. I'm not comfortable being in no put that long, bro. That's just me. And anybody else,
what
they
you
can
mean
do
a
that.
month?
Huh?
What you saying for how long a month?
A month or more, that's it's so much for me, bro, because I've been in the market for such a while now that anything can happen. And just in Trump's markets, anything can happen. But Keys, you do have a point where understanding the seasonality of where the market is. If we understand it's February, March, we had marked off last week. KB had said, yo, we at 6,800, 6,900. I don't want to be a bear, but just looking at the chart, I think we can go touch 6,500. You look up 4 trading days later, we go from 6,900 to 6,600, and we got about 100 points down as well till we finally go eclipse that 6,500. And like I was saying, look at the timing. We about 170 points down from 6,500, and we're finishing off the second week of March. So that means probably the next week of March, the third week, and we're only 100 points away from the next big support area. Hmm. That means we probably got a little bit lower to go before we go back up. So if we know that, our thing is as well, when you go puts though, you need to know this. When you go puts, your entry on your put position are off of pops and not dips. I'm gonna say it again. Your entry position off of puts are off of pops, not dips. So what does that mean? Just show you on a chart right here. If we say, hey, we're going short now, if I want to get in a short position and I see the market red right here, I'm not entering the market here right here. Nah, this is not where I want to get in the put at. I want to get in the put when this pops up, for us to continue to go back down. If tomorrow, if we get a little breather and pop up just a little bit, and I'm looking at the markets overnight, we got SPY's already up almost $1, $2. If we get a little pop tomorrow, this will be the time to enter into a short position. You never buy a short position when it's already down at the bottom. And that's why you never get in a um, long position when it's already at the top. So if we do want to get in a short position, let's wait for a pop and then for that thing to keep falling back down. So it's just finishing the patterns is all I'm saying on that. Remember, so if you want to get in shorts, you get in off of pops, not dips. Not when it dips down, you get in when it pops up. Okay. So that's SPX. I've been having this line. KB had this line 6,500 down here.
Yep.
Um,
I think it's gonna bounce
6,500.
right there.
You think so?
Yep. And we're gonna take off.
I think so too. And just how things are lining up, bro. We got one more week until the third week of March, and then we'll be out of March and we'll be on to April. Um, but the
But
crazy, but
do
the
y'all feel
crazy
like?
thing is,
Go
what'd you
ahead.
say, brother?
I was gonna say, but now where's the money? The institutions don't got the money though.
No, 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 no. They got the money. I looked at a report earlier. Let me see if I can pull it up. They got the money. They've been moving a lot of their money into onto the sidelines.
Okay.
Money market funds.
Money. So you about to pull up the money market index?
Yeah, real quick. Outflow. There we go. Release. Let's see. March 12th. This is as of today. Let's see. Total money market fund assets increased by 774 million to 7.82 trillion on the sideline. There is almost $8 trillion sitting on the sideline. Last year, the
Golly.
high was 7
Oh
trillion.
yeah. That 5 million that was just wiped out, they need that back. So they wait until this bug drop all the way.
Almost, this is a big number right here, bro. 7.82 trillion for
And
the
if you
weekend.
put it on the parallel channel, it lines up perfectly.
Let's see what he's talking about. Let's see
Let's
what he
get your hey Mills. Hi. How you doing? Thank you.
I was talking about like from the whole thing, like, but this probably will work too, honestly.
So only reason I did this is because if we enter in a down market, this is the bullish pattern where if we want to get into plays, this
Hmm
I would be looking to get in the short, like off the pop. So that average range that Joseph has showed us in the middle, I'm looking
hmm
to see if this pops up and get above. I'm looking to get in the short in between here on the
hmm
way down. Does that make sense?
I
You
was
see what I'm
telling
saying?
Keys if the pattern line up, we was talking if the pattern line up, we should get a pop tomorrow and fill the gap upwards because that's what we did last week.
Yeah.
So if we do that, play short into the weekend, and lately it's been what they call it Black Monday. It's been
What you mean?
down every Monday.
Oh, yeah. It has been. And then pops on Tuesday, right?
hmm So
Yeah. I like it, man. I like it. So I definitely think we got a little bit lower to go before we go back up, probably towards the end of next week. Um, but yeah, that's just right now, bro. We're not forcing no plays. If you do want to get in a short position, like I said, get in something that um off of a pop and then get in. But when it comes to just flat out just buying calls just to buy calls right now, nah. Waiting on your levels, bro. Waiting on your levels. Bitcoin is starting to get a little strong again. I want to look at Bitcoin today. Remember when Bitcoin runs, Robinhood, Coinbase, MSTR, a lot of those companies start running. That 63,000 is defending itself very well. 63,000 is defending itself very well. And Bitcoin is up when the market was down big today. So that makes you start putting your antennas on, is that the rotation that we've been looking for into crypto?
Mm-hmm.
Is that the rotation that we're looking for into crypto? Cause and then when you look at the 400-day MA, let's see how far this is lower under this. It's 27% at the moment. It's 27% under its 400-day moving average. It's low 35% under its 400-day. As of right now, it's about 26, 27%. So still a great buying opportunity in my opinion.
Sure.
Anytime it's under the 400-day MA.
You
What y'all
saying
think about
Bitcoin
that?
still is?
Yeah, well,
Mhm.
anytime it's under that 400-day MA like that, sold off like that, I definitely think it's always a good time to buy.
Oh
Or
yeah.
you can DCA in more now or VCA in more now than you would at the top. So the ones that was buying at 120, 125, putting in everything, nah. I would rather you VCA in when it's deep under this 400 day like it is right now than above his 400 day and you getting obliterated right now. Getting obliterated right now. So yeah, that's Bitcoin. Let me see. We want to look at a couple other ones. Nvidia. Let's look at Nvidia, man. Look at it real quick. Nvidia, dog. We've been playing with Nvidia for man, couple years, bro.
Mm.
Couple years, man.
I don't think we're gonna see a lot of movement out of them. They're gonna just be a slow
Yeah.
growth
Me
from here
too. I
on
think so
down.
too. I think so
Like
too.
them numbers that people was getting 2 years ago, that's over with.
That's super over with. Yeah,
Sure.
it's over with. You ain't seeing
You
no
don't think they're
Nvidia
gonna go
pop
to
up.
200?
Yeah, they gonna go to 200,
Yeah, I
but
think
they
they're
ain't
gonna
gonna.
run
They
this
gonna
year.
run. I don't feel like they gonna. I don't think they gonna run
I think,
because
I think they're gonna slowly creep up a
they
couple
That's
gonna
what I
dollars
mean.
slow
Yeah,
it
here,
that's what I mean. I think they yeah, over time.
to
I think they're
five
15.
gonna
dollars,
It just ain't
five
gonna be
dollars
how it
here.
was.
What'd you
yeah.
say, J. Cole?
It's just not gonna be how it used to be.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nah.
they don't fuck with us no more. They like too many niggas in it. So once the
Nah, you're not
niggas get
lying.
in, they be
Right.
like, "Hey, ring the alarm! Get him
Right.
out of here!"
Right. They shoot. They rappers rapping about it and whatnot. Yeah, it's over.
Hey, once the rapper, once
Uh
the rappers
yeah,
start
hey,
hitting,
J. Cole do got a song talking about
Uh-huh.
Nvidia, don't he?
Yep.
hey, once the rappers start hitting it, it's over, bro.
So.
Hey, a sleeper though I'm looking at is Keys though. Keys.
Mm.
Definitely still in that space. And relatively has been really strong while the market has been selling off like crazy.
Hmm.
Down at 244, when I was looking at it, popped all the way up to 318, and it's still relatively strong. Keys, LITE, another sleeper y'all should add, VIAV. They in the same space, information technology space with the information systems. It's cheap, but it's one of those sleepers in the space. So whenever the space get love, VIAV gonna get love too. So
Okay.
it's worth
Mm.
$29 a share.
Mm.
Last time I said this, a company is worth $29 a share. That was very important. Was called Palantir.
Mm.
$29 a share in one of the probably one of the biggest spaces that's about to be over the next couple of years. Information technology systems and operating and
Can you
automating
drop
all
that in
of
the
your
chat?
systems.
That
Yep.
what you mentioned. All right, cool.
Ticker symbol VIAV.
Mm.
29 bucks a share. I was looking at leaps on them think 2 days ago,
Mm.
bro, a leap probably for like a year, 2 years, bro. 35 to 40 strike is like $500.
Wow.
I'm grabbing them.
Keys about to drop the
Hey,
load on that
hey,
joint.
you learn your lesson once.
You
That's
do.
all you gotta tell
Right.
me.
And then
Yeah, I'm
look
hopping
at
on
their
that.
chart. Look at their chart in the information AI technology
Hey,
space.
bring me a plate. You ain't got no maid over here.
You see that information technology space? Look at their
Hmm.
chart. Great chart, bro.
Hmm.
Great chart. So I'm probably gonna do some more fundamental analysis on it too. Just to look at their numbers, just to see what they do. Actually, I can do it right here. Market cap 6.89 billion. EPS is negative right now, but when you're a undervalued company, you expect that in the beginning stages. Palantir was negative for a few years before it
Hmm.
turned to what it does. Next earning report in 54 days. They haven't missed earnings in over a year. So that's a great sign
Wow.
as well. Every single quarter they beat big. Let's see what else they got over here. Technicals, when on the technical side from institutions, they're rated as a buy. And on the analyst side, they're rated as a strong buy. 1 year price target, it says $27, but we know that's subject to change. They told me Palantir was going to $50. It touched 207.
Hey,
Um,
Malcolm, can you plug that into Malik's machine? Did you get the stock analyzer downloaded?
Yeah. Yeah. Give me 1 sec. Let me just go check on the board real quick.
Okay.
Uh,
VIAV solutions engage in provision of network test, monitoring, and insurance solutions for communications service providers, enterprises, network equipment manufacturers, government, and avionic. Is that it? Avionics, I think. I think that's what that says.
Avionics? Yeah.
Yeah. We still may be saying that wrong, but it operates
They
through the
said we
following
said
segments: network and service enablement, bro. So this is definitely one that we should add on the list. It's about $29 a share. Just another sleeper, bro. If you want to grab shares, um, something definitely I'm looking into. Um, and then probably one more company I look at, Light,
Now I
Light
got a question. What would be the strike on there that you thinking right now?
for Light or VIAV.
VIAV.
Um,
What would you grab shares at?
Me personally, just looking at this chart, man. I would love to grab shares under this. Let's see. See if I can put a fib up. Personally, I would love to grab shares little under this $26. But I will say this: last time I did this, Malcolm was on and he was like, "Yo, bro, I'm liking what was that company that he said? WDC." I was like, "Yo, this same exact setup." I'm like, yo, if it gets back under here, I would love it. But if it breaks above where it's at now, and then we seen what WDC did, $200 to 300, missed the $100. Well, we took advantage of a lot of that, but we could have got a little bit more of that. So,
Bruh.
me personally, bro, over this next week or two, companies like this, companies like
Do you like CO
LITE,
HR? That's in the same space.
COHR.
That's like damn. Golly, that's like
Hey,
a
my boy hit the
a baby
Peter Becker
like
hit the piper.
Let's see.
it's in that same space.
I thought I had them on here. There they go. Yeah. Same space. Yeah, I like COHR too. I think
Right,
they
every
they
time I got
finally
my
having a
head.
good sell-off too.
Yeah, they
299 down
a
to
little cheaper too.
244. Yeah, let's see some. Yeah, I like them too, bro. Just looking at this fib right here, bro. I like them too.
What do they do?
They in the same space
Same thing.
as VIAV, information technology, electronic technology. But it say they specialize in semiconductors too. Let me see. engaged in development, refinement, manufacturing, market of engineered materials, opto, electronic components and devices, and lasers. There go that word. And lasers.
Oh,
That's
they're
what
in
light.
lasers too?
Yep, that's what light do too. Yep. So I would love to grab them if they can dip under about 232 into this area in this range under here. I think the 232 set up back to the upside of almost 300. I think that's a steal. I think that's a great buy. I think that's a great buy. So that's it for the charts. Um, that's it for the charts. Well, last thing I'm gonna say about this is the asymmetric risk. I remember Paul Tudor Jones talked about this. I've even seen Joseph talking about this on his Instagram these past couple of days, and I seen Ian had mentioned it a long time ago. He loves to talk about it too. Asymmetric risk is basically risking $1 to get five. You want to risk the little amount of capital to get the most amount of capital possible. And asymmetric risk, you're basically just lopsiding the risk to one side. Symmetrical risk is I want to risk $5 and I want to make $5. That's symmetrical, that's parallel. Asymmetric, something's off. That means I'm trying to risk $1 to get five. So whenever you see a company at $300, or whenever you evaluate a company in general, bro, do you want to buy in at 285 or 280 and it goes back to 300? Or do you want to get in at 230 and it goes back to 300? Just that philosophy alone, it will slow the game down for you. And that's what all this trading stuff is about. Really, that's what being a professional is about. Slowing the game down to the point where you can start seeing, yo, I would rather get in lower down here to see an upside in my return than getting in up here when everybody talking about it to see an upside in my return. Companies like SanDisk, WDC, Light, some of those companies that take off fast and they don't not slowing down at all. You might miss those, but bro, it's a million plays being made every single day.
One more
Don't get don't get caught up on one or two that you miss.
to your point like that about asymmetric risk, I think we got a shot at you kind of alluded to them, but MU, they earnings is gonna come up.
Oh
And they
yeah.
said they sold out for 2 years and they like dipping right now. So I think that's a good one as well.
Okay, cool.
As far
Yeah,
as
yeah,
turning one
definitely.
dollar to five.
And that memory, right?
Yep.
Memory too. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I love it, bro. I love it. So yeah, man, that's just the charts. How y'all feeling though? We ain't about to be on here too long. We about to get off here. How everybody feeling though? A, Tev, Keith, J. Cole, Nigel, what's going on? How we feeling?
Yeah, man, I feel amazing. I love
Word?
what's going on. Yeah, man, I'm excited for what's to come, and I just can't wait. I'm excited. I ain't gonna spread too much light or detail what we got cooking up over here, but man, we is cooking, and I
Tev
just
done
can't
touched a
wait for
million,
our life to
y'all.
change.
Tev got $1 million,
Huh?
y'all. That's
Let's
what's up, though.
go, man. I would
That's
That's it.
say good work, y'all. Good work, fellas, man. Return of the Mac. I ain't gonna lie, man. I think, hey, we back, baby. We gonna have a good old time. I'm ready for Invest Fest. I grabbed my ticket grabbed my plane ticket and stuff
Yeah.
last night. I
Okay.
went ahead and grabbed that and my hotel and stuff. So
So I got a projection. I'm glad you
Black
just brought that
trucks.
up, Keys. I got a projection that we're probably gonna have about um 30 to 50 people this year.
let's claim it. I got the
No,
black truck.
ain't no claim it. I've already talked to a lot of the guys outside of the ecosystem that are trying to experience this stuff for the first time. They already said they're getting their GA ticket. They said they're not coming VIP because they ain't never experienced this. They don't know what it is. So probably 10 to 15 people outside of the ecosystem will be in attendance with us. And
Did
that's
they?
not including everybody in the ecosystem.
Yeah, we in
We're
there.
going to need like five
That's
black
fire.
trucks, please.
Five
Well,
black trucks.
hey, go ahead, cop them now, cause nigga, they was expensive than a bit, man. Yo, they was whacking. Yeah, bro, I ended up getting one, so I think Julian gonna get one. I think we
Yeah.
get um somebody else.
I think we can get three. I think we can
Yeah, I
get three.
think three would be good, bro. Three would
Three
be
would be
good.
cool.
Where y'all staying at? Where's everybody staying? I think we should try to coordinate that. I'm at the Embassy Midtown. I didn't
Midtown.
do, yeah, I didn't do the Hilton. I did the Embassy Midtown.
I
Okay,
ain't even
I know the
got that far
Got
Signet.
yet, brother.
free breakfast. Hey, you ain't gotta worry about breakfast. We gonna be out and stuff like that. I wanna get up, eat a nice breakfast, then go to the Little Fest. Give me some coffee, free of charge. I'm all good.
This shit gonna be crazy, man. I think they said that we coming all black tie for the event too. So
Yep.
Ah, bro, you already know where they got the idea from.
us,
You know where they got the idea from, bro. Come on now.
They
They
seen the
like, ah,
photo.
they
they
hey,
seen
ain't it a
they seen
coincidence? Hey, no
Nah,
capping or
that picture
rap,
was
but I'm
fire.
just saying.
pictures
That's
fire Ted.
yeah, that shit was sturdy. That shit was tough. I look like
Come
the mob.
on, man.
The
I was
mob,
mobbing it.
the
Yeah,
mob,
I
real
look like I was
talk.
mobbing in that.
Mentality, move like the mafia. They was looking at us like, who are these guys? They all black together too? Oh yeah, they moving as
Shit,
one unit. When we see them, we see all of them. Yes,
the
sir.
original Israelites.
Now,
Hey, for,
what's
no, for
crazy is,
real.
hey, you not lying, Keys. I'm thinking about it now. Cause if they doing an all black event, it's kind
Right.
of gonna take away from
Come
us
on
in
now.
all black.
They
Like,
already and I've been saying that we gonna run it back. I've been saying that we was gonna run it back. So, well, that'll be the day that we run it back. Then, okay.
but we gotta probably come another color too. Like last year I had
Well,
gray on. I think Keys had a
what y'all
pink
want to
suit
do?
on. We gotta come with another color too. So we go all black one day in Atlanta. Movers and shakers, bro. We doing it.
Oh yeah.
Probably do like blue. We could probably do blue
Oh,
too.
a blue will work.
Navy
Blue
blue,
suits.
Hmm.
Navy blue. That's the
navy
thing.
blue,
And I need a navy blue suit too. So that'll
navy
be
blue,
good. Get the
navy
navy
blue,
blue blue. Oh, navy blues would kill them.
Hmm.
navy blue.
The
Hook 'em.
navy blue would. Yeah, I think the navy blue would kill them.
Yeah. So that's something that we should look into, or we can go tan. Like I know a lot of guys like tan. I know a
Oh
double
yeah,
gray
tan look good on
tan
black
suit.
folk.
Yeah, tan look good on black people too. So yeah, we definitely need to look into it. That's August 1st. That's the first week of August, bro. We end in March
Before we
here
know it.
soon. It's about to be April, and we'll be about 3, 4 months away to Invest Fest, bro.
And
Crazy.
bro, it's another event down there too. So it's like them hotels selling fast. I was like,
Mm.
damn, bro. It's like, wow, they had sold out of the one, and then they sold out of the Signia. Then they sold out of well, you can still get at the Renaissance, but bro, per night they like $400. I'm like, damn.
Yeah,
So
that's why you should definitely want to book up with somebody. Definitely want to if you can, if you can get a
yeah,
hotel room with somebody else. You know, I think KB, I think KB had did that last year. Then you
Yep. That's how
Yep.
me and Tyree got cool.
Yep.
You know,
well,
Networking
just
you guys, I got
relationships.
through
one room.
relationships. Yep.
I got one room. I got a suite. It's a suite. Yep. So let me know. I got if somebody want a room. That's all good. If not, I'm good too.
Let's get it.
Right.
Let's get it. Let's get
Let's
it.
keep
Let,
cooking.
let's
Let's
get it,
keep
man.
cooking, y'all.
But yeah, good job, everybody, man. Let's stay at it. We got one more day in the market, and then we on to the weekend, chill weekend, and then we know the game
Yeah.
plan, bro.
I feel like some big about to happen this weekend. I don't know. I
Shit.
can feel it in the air. You think they're gonna bomb the U.S.? They've been talking about it.
Man,
That's what they.
man,
Hey,
but
slip a little
Stupid.
bomb in there.
man, if
Nah,
they man, last time
that's
somebody bombed
crazy.
the U.S.,
Yeah,
it was
it
called
ended bad.
Hiroshima. The last time somebody bombed the U.S. and
Got
played
the
around
news
on
dropped
U.S.
on it.
soil, what? There's a reason why ain't nobody bombed us since the
Ain't
1930s,
on my
40s, 50s, bro. It's a reason, bro. Bro, we decimated their people, bro. Like that. That was so.
That
I
is
still think
messed up.
about that to this day. Like that was so foul, bro. Like you,
Like they
like
generations had mutations and
life.
generations, like they evaporated in the air. Like that is insane,
oh my
bro. Like
God. That's
that's
not
not
funny, but that is
cool. That's
crazy.
not, bro.
It
They
ain't funny, but
evaporated.
it's like
are your friends are like they evaporated into the air, bro. Like
Like
that's
a
on some
video game or something,
Thanos
bro.
snapped his finger and dudes just disappeared, bro. Like no, they I
That's
think
why they
people
not playing, huh?
yeah.
They like, nah, we ain't trying to get that nuke dropped on us, man. We good.
And my thing is if it does happen, I think it was set up by us, bro.
Mm.
Just like they said American soldiers got killed and whoever did it, we on their ass. Come to find out, we the ones who we the ones who did it, bro. Like what? Bro.
Wow.
Yeah, how you gonna
Trying
kill
to
your
play
own
the
soldiers?
blame, bro.
What y'all think of other life forms being on this earth? What y'all intake on that?
Oh, I
Do I
definitely
believe?
think that's real.
Hell yeah, that's
For sure.
Every time I look at
that's been
keys, I'm
here.
like, that nigga not from here.
All my life, nigga, I'm from Mars.
Every
Man,
time I look at keys, I'm
dog,
like, that
dude.
nigga not from here, dog.
My life.
Oh
Hey, it's
man.
the
Yeah.
atmosphere. Your
Yo,
boy
wow.
telling you the energy, man. But I definitely do though. I think because, bro, think about it, bro. We have seven. Y'all been seeing the Giants come back around? They telling us stuff, bro. They don't normally put them people in the limelight. Like when you start seeing stuff come out in the media that's not ordinary, they're trying to prepare us to make something
Yeah.
normal.
Just like, oh, they're gonna bomb the Calif. Why would you bomb How you gonna let California get, bro? I think they just be preparing you, bro, for stuff that be
They be
manufactured.
set up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that they
Hmm.
be setting up, bro. They are not gonna let no New York City, no LA. They why would you let come on,
They
bro. They
saying we
not letting
did
them get bombed.
9/11.
They not letting them get bombed. Trump gonna go shake hands and kiss babies behind closed doors before he let California get blown up. Like, come on, bro. They ain't letting that happen. And if it do, like I
No.
said, they done struck a deal for it to happen, bro. Just like them wildfires that happened 2 years ago and it burned all of California down, bro. Like, just like that. I heard that they wanted to do that allegedly so they can start building super cities on top of California, building electrical cities, building cities that
Mm.
are AI generated. The houses are built
Mhm.
um on these what is like the ecosystems of um I forgot what they're like. They're not like air friendly, but what are they called? Eco friendly, eco
Mm.
friendly houses, eco friendly cars, eco friendly restaurants, eco friendly everything, bro. And I heard that allegedly that's what the goal was with the wildfires, and since then
Mm.
they've been in rebuild phase, and looks like it's working out for California, bro.
But what about the bunkers though? Why do you think everybody's buying bunkers? What do they, or what do you think people are preparing for?
Why Bill Gates got so owns basically most of the US. He know what's going on. All the big boys know what's about to happen, bro. There's about to be a big ass war and they gonna go underneath ground.
Think them
Chilling.
niggas got bunkers because they scared of
I
us
don't
going to
think
get
no
their
war
ass.
You
gonna
think they
happen.
scared of
I
us?
don't think
I
no
think they.
war gonna happen.
I think the super rich people all getting bunkers because like if the regular people if just keep getting poorer and poorer and poorer, I think one day they
Oh
think
yeah.
the people are gonna
Uh,
snap and like we gonna get Zuck and them niggas.
Oh,
We
the
going
Mm.
like
purge.
I
We're
would
Purge,
gonna
probably
purge. They gonna start doing a
purge.
purge. You gonna have y'all seen what's the movie called
Escape the world?
Allegiant?
Oh,
Escape the World. Have y'all seen Allegiant? It's called Allegiant. It's called Divergent.
yep
Divergent.
Y'all
y'all
seen
Yeah.
start
that?
dropping
yep.
movies.
Yeah, no, I'm serious. The movie's Divergent, like it showed you, like, dang, the people trying to rebel up against
Hmm.
all the people that's in charge. And then have y'all seen
Divergent.
what was the last one? The Maze Runner. Have y'all seen the
Hmm.
Maze Runner?
Uh,
Mm.
I seen that one.
The Maze Runner, when they was trying to figure out, oh, okay, man, they in the city now. We all outside. We trying to break in because they sitting up top. Like I think a lot of that's going on, but I think we probably got about a year or two until um we get to that phase, and then we get to universal basic income that J. Cole been
Yeah.
talking about.
Like
You
with
see
the
Definitely before all that shit pops
Trump
off.
talk
who
about the Patriot
I
games.
enjoy this.
How he bringing the Patriot games?
Yeah,
oh yeah for
what
That's
the
what you
that's the
say?
Hunger Games
he doing that for the 250 year
anniversary of America.
yeah I did
He
see
All
that
doing
the
four
yeah
to
Hunger Games.
12. Yeah.
I think Malcolm had said, "Don't they sound like the Hunger Games, y'all?" Like,
mm.
well,
Yeah, that's the Hunger Games basically.
Nah, it sounds like Squid Games too, bro. It's a lot of creepy, old, rich people out here too, bro. The Squid Games, that was more insightful as well of like what really be going on. Like at the end of that first season, that episode, that last one, you seen all them billionaires in the little costumes with the mask on, and they just watching each other kill each other and getting horny and like I gotta M that he gonna die, bro. Then when you start putting it together. You like, bro, he got an M that Chinese dude gonna kill that Chinese dude. What does that sound like? They betting on different props.
Hmm.
They prop gambling. Okay, they be coming with
Mm.
their own events. I think he gonna kill him. I got an M on it. Now, what are the odds? No, I'll take the under that he's gonna kill him first. Or then you start thinking, bro, they playing this in real life, bro.
That's some Black Mirror stuff. And it's
Black
kind of
Mirror.
like when what was the dude name? I forget. KJ was talking about. I don't know if it was Peter Thiel or one of the dudes in that administration. He bet on Trump's tariffs not going through.
Hmm.
Are you talking about not Scott? Was it Scott Benson? No, it wasn't Scott Benson. It was somebody that helped put the bill through.
Pete
I know
Hagsworth, was it? Who was
it's
it?
the,
It was
it's the
one of.
white bald head dude. I know you're talking about with the beard. White bald head dude with the beard that be um Lutnick.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
was Lutnick. It was
Mm-hmm.
Lutnick. He
Lutnick.
bet that the tariffs wouldn't go through, so he took the unders on them, and he's about to get even richer. Like it's crazy, bro. It's a crazy world we in, but man, like I said, bro, I'm proud of us, bro. Let's keep building this thing out, bro. It's March,
Sure.
man. Let's go into April strong. Let's keep building with each other. Let's stay active, and let's just keep supporting each other, bro. Like
For
number one
sure.
thing over everything, bro, is just supporting your brother, man, supporting your sister, like showing them love. Like I know it's hard out here for a lot of people, bro. Everybody, bro. The unemployment numbers keep coming out and they keep going higher and higher and higher. And then I seen a point where the numbers started coming down.
Hmm.
And, and I'm like, what y'all think is going on? Then I started doing some more research, bro. More jobs are not being created. Unemployment is high, but we're seeing the numbers come down because people are giving up on unemployment too, bro.
Hmm.
People are
Wow.
not even filing no more, bro.
Damn.
Do you know how bad that is, bro? That unemployment numbers are skyrocketing and then they start coming down like a stock. They go up, peak, and then they start coming down. And you're like, bro, why they coming down? Ain't nobody getting hired because people are giving up on themselves, bro. They giving up on America. Um, they're giving up on everything, bro. So if you can, bro, tonight, tomorrow, this weekend, send some love to somebody that you love, bro. Like Malcolm
Sure.
said earlier, bro, your health is very important. Your mental health is very important.
It's a
Send some
fact.
love to somebody, bro. Show them some love. Send them a text. Hey, I'm proud of you, bro. I love you, man. Like they gonna be like, bro, what? Why you, bro? Just send it, bro. Like, hey, I got your back. If you need anything just to talk, I don't got no money for your ass. But if you want to talk, man, just call me.
Yeah, it's a word.
You feel me? I don't got no money for your ass, but if you want to talk, man, just give me a call, bro. Let's chop it up. And I got your back. So yeah, man. Y'all have a good night, bro. See you in
Likewise.
the chat, family.
All right,
Appreciate y'all.
Love
brother.
y'all. Y'all be safe.
Yeah, family.
Y'all
Word.
be safe.
Appreciate y'all safety,
All right,
man.
y'all.
Love, family.
Love.